What is going on, you beautiful people? As you can see behind me is my house in Once Human, and it's quite large. However, this is not a defending base. We've got another person in the warband called Drake, Daddy Drake as we call him, and he's got the defending base. We go and do all our essences over there to be able to get our star crom once per week, because it is seriously insane for defense. We'll do a video on that. However, in today I'm going to be showing you my house tour, and I want to get your thoughts, see what you think of it. Obviously let me know in the comments down below, and I want to review all of the best houses that you guys have made in this game, whether it's defending or whether it is for style. If you've obviously got a base, let me know by coming over to the Discord that you can see here on the screen. The link is in the description. Once you're in the Discord, you'll be in the welcome channel. Go to the Let's Get Started, apply to Once Human, and once you're in Once Human, you have got a chat here for the Once Human. And obviously you can see there I put someone selling silver and gold really cheap. Silver for 2,000, gold for 4,000. So if you haven't bought it, obviously it's PVO1. But I do try and let everyone know. And then obviously come down here to where you can see the Once Human tab. In the Once Human tab in media, go and drop your house pictures and stuff like that, and then put your server. So for instance, if I was to put my house picture underneath, I'd put server PVE01-0001. If I like the picture, if it gets voted up, I will come over to your server, make a character, and come and view your house, have you tour it and show me around it. And then we'll make a video on it. As you can see, my old picture or version of my house was definitely not what it is now. It's a lot bigger than that. But I'm going to be showing you around. So yeah, I'd love to go and view and spectate some of your properties or houses or bases or defenses in this game and make videos on them. So I think with enough rambling there, I am live on twitch.tv on most Tuesdays and Thursdays. I haven't been on at the moment because I've just moved house. But let's just show you around the house and let's see what you think. So obviously, as you can see, you approach the property here. And like I said, I've made this into a house. And I'm going to first off start with the actual property itself. You come up onto the port, you've got a little seat, Teddy, and I'm not really going to have to do too much talking to show you around. Here is the formal terrace on the right hand side. The place that I've built this base, as well as you can see on the map, I'll put a little marker here so you can get almost the exact coordinates, 5562 with -7249. If I zoom out, you can see that it's right on the lower corner of the map. This is not the best place to build a base, no. But it is a very good spot if you want to make it look cool anywhere along the coast, really, because having the sea view is something pretty nice. I've got a little barbecue there, and it does actually work. You can use the kitchen set because I've got everything linked up down below, and if I start cooking something, well, then the dinosaur will actually come and cook it for me. So it cooks a little bit quicker and with better properties. I'm going to head back round to the front. As you can see, when you enter the property, you come into the living room. We've got the award large blue shishilid that you get there from obviously completing it. I've got some fish just sitting on the racks at the top. When I do get better ones, limited ones, I'll make sure I go ahead and put them up there, but they're not there for right now. And I've got the living space, and now I couldn't think of a TV, or at least I haven't found a TV yet. So I put the largest picture up there with an image of me catching a fish from my terrace itself, just to kind of change it. Obviously, you can change the image on that by clicking view photos or change photos with the G. And then if you have a better picture, then go ahead and put it on there. And then I've obviously got the radio underneath, and I've got the friends reward little item there with some stereo racks. Heading back over, I've put two dining tables together to make the large dining table, the 10-seater dining table, because the original 6-seater looked pretty bad in this room. It looked really small, so I wanted to extend it to make it a little bit better. I've got the piano just underneath the stairs. No clue how to use it. If you guys are any good at it, then I'd love to see that when you display me your properties. Heading out to the terrace, you can see I put the little water feature with a bench at the end, and I can pull out my little fishing rod, and from here I can actually fish rather than having to go onto the dock. So as you can see, boom, cast out to the water straight from my own deck without having to leave. This is a little look at the property from behind, so you can see there's a lot more for us to go and see. Let's head back inside. Right, so now we're in, let's go upstairs, and we are entering my bedroom. I've got another award fish, which is the large yellow shish lid there. I've got a little seating area next to all the bookshelves and obviously the ornaments there. I've got the bed, thanks Drake's for the double bed, because a single bed in this game is flipping awful. If you want to know how to share, obviously, the stuff that you've got, then all you want to do is go over to their base, in their base. and obviously share the item. I've got my little desk here. I'm waiting until I get a gaming PC. I don't currently have one, so I've put the little well, I don't know what that is. The little mirror of the Deviant there. I've got a little bedside cabinet. I've got the wish machine just sitting right there with empty amount of wish points. I need more, and I want to get the Ignis. I want to get the KVD Boom Boom. I'm really curious to see what that's like. When you look behind you, I have got the walk-in wardrobe, and then I've got the bathroom. I do need to put a sink and a toilet in here. However, I don't have a toilet, but I do have a sink as of right now. So when I get a toilet, I'll go ahead and add that to the bathroom. And then I've got the front terrace, as you can see. That expands. Let's head back downstairs, and I've got multiple little areas in this base as we head downstairs. So heading to the right as I come out is my garage. In here I've got my motorbike rack here, where I can customize it. Not only my motorbike, as you can see, if you manage it and you press X for vehicle list, you've got your cars and your 4x4s. I haven't gone and activated this yet. It's not been crafted. All right, okay. Sorry, there you go. You can see you can activate it, and you can also get extra perks on it, by the way. We're looking at the grills. It does bring the handling down, but it gives it more durability. And you see this as well. It does bring the handling down, but yet again, more durability. So on and so forth. You've got if you look at the retro coupe and you look at the windows, for instance, the bumper, it gives you more handling, glass managed special materials, etc. So that's just something just to point out. But I do always keep the motorbike active because it's just really easy to summon and get around on. From here is where I've got my supplies workbench, and then to the left I've got my advanced workbench. I've got my weapon racks above. I've got my first ever gifted weapon there, and then I've got my sniper and that. The ones that I bought, and you can see they're lower tier calibration now. I can calibrate tier 5. I've racked them up and got my tier 5s. Here is where my truck should be. For some reason, it has fallen through the floor. There we go. We can see it now. And your truck, you can do the same thing and upgrade it. Obviously, you need specialized materials to do so. Yeah, that's my truck. I need to actually drive that into a city, and this is where my lorry obviously spawns, but I don't have my lorry here because I've got it out in the open world over here. Right next to one of the nodes. I should probably move that into a better location. At the back here is where I've got my dummy to practice my damage on my weapons. As you can see, this gun, this shrapnel build is probably one of the hardest hitting shrapnel builds you will see in this game, even though I missed a load of shots then. But it is pretty darn strong, and it does hit like pretty big numbers. From here, you can go downstairs, but there's two ways to get downstairs. I haven't done anything to the downstairs part of this yet, but if I head down and head into here, I've currently got a basement that's not in use. It's only got my water that runs through from the top, and then it looks out onto a terrace, whereas here was my purifier for my essences. Obviously I'm not using it, so and I can't use it because we've done our weekly limit. We do only level 3s as well to get maximum star crom once per week, and then obviously you get your star crom from the other things. So hopefully next week we can get everything else. As we can see, there's the other basement there. I'm going to go through to that right now. I've got my little boxes there with the storage. Heading over to this side, and we go down. I have got my advanced synthesis benches, which are constantly producing me acid. And then when I need to, I can turn level 2s into level 3s, and then obviously level 1s into level 2s as well. So I make sure I've got enough of them for every week. I've got a little vending machine down here where I'm selling acid for 70. And then I've got, as you come through, this is my Deviant and workshop. So you head down here. I've got obviously some benches there. I've got some cooking stations. I've got my dismemberment bench, and then I've got my electric furnaces. So these electric furnaces are actually a lot better than the ones I can craft. So thank you to Drake for obviously doing that for me. It does, as you can see here, gives you power consumption down and resource consumption down. So I can get so many materials. I can also craft acid with stardust or star sauce, however you want to call it. Got a little fridge and oven there. And then heading up here is where I've got all of my deviants. Now, one thing I would recommend, guys, in your base is only have one. If you're going to be using a combat deviant, only have that one combat deviant active, because you want to be able to gather as many resources as possible. As you can see, I've actually got 2, but the more crafting ones or gathering ones that you have, the more materials you can get daily. I've only got 1 beaver because we don't really need that many logs. but I've got a lot of Digiboys, so I can get loads and loads of obviously metal. And then if you look into these, I've got my bunny who goes and collects me hide as well, because hide's pretty good, meat's pretty good obviously to do that, and they go out and collect metal. I've already gathered it once day, but you can have obviously more. As you can see, I've got quite a lot of deviants that I could go ahead and place in here. I've just taken that out because I'm actually using the gel, so I don't need my samurai in there. I might as well go ahead and put in, for instance, the Digiboy, any one of them. I'll just put in that one because it's a 2 of 2 and just gather a bit more resources. I've got my little designer's workstation so I can craft some formulas for blueprints. However, I don't know how to get the formula blueprint fragments yet. It says obtained by random building formula, or at least a common rarity with a chance of epic rarity. I still haven't managed to obtain that, so not too sure what that's all about or how I'm going to get it. And then outside I've got some generators. So yeah, guys, let me know what you think of my house. I want to come and view your houses. Let me know in the comments down below. And then come over to the Discord. And then when you're in the Discord, link your house and the server you're on. And if I like it, then I'll come over and do a video on it. You can talk through it, or I can talk through it. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Like, follow, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.